Imagine for a moment that it's 3 in the morning and you're lying in bed staring at the ceiling. Unable to sleep, your mind racing with thoughts of those blood pressure numbers you saw yesterday at the doctor's office, those high numbers that have you worried and that you don't know how to control. You wake up tired every morning, feeling worse than when you went to bed. With a headache, no energy, dragging yourself through the day like a zombie. And worst of all, you know that lack of sleep is making your blood pressure worse, creating a vicious cycle that seems impossible to escape. You've tried everything, or at least you think you have. You've cut down on salt, you've tried exercising when you have the energy. But you still see those high numbers on the monitor and you still can't sleep well at night. And no one seems to understand the frustration you feel when everyone tells you to just relax and lower your stress as if it were so easy. I've worked for years with patients in your exact situation, and I know how exhausting it is to live with high blood pressure while battling insomnia and low energy. Today, I'm going to share information with you that can literally change your life if you apply it correctly. I'm going to reveal to you the 7 most powerful drinks that science has proven can help you lower your blood pressure naturally. And here comes the part that very few doctors tell you. I'm going to show you exactly which 3 of these drinks could be ruining your sleep if you drink them at the wrong time of day. This information is pure gold because you're going to learn not only what to drink but also when to drink it to get all the benefits without the side effects that are sabotaging your night's rest and therefore worsening your blood pressure. Before revealing these 7 powerful drinks, I want to invite you to subscribe to this channel right now because here you'll find practical and honest information about natural health that really works, not empty promises or magic solutions, but strategies backed by science and explained in a way that anyone can understand and apply immediately. Every week, I upload new videos with health secrets that can completely transform your quality of life, tips on blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, weight loss, energy, sleep, and much more. I'm not here to sell you overpriced products or complicate your life with impossible to understand medical terminology. I'm here because I genuinely care about your well-being and want you to know that there are natural and accessible solutions that can help you regain your health. So hit that subscribe button now, activate the notification bell so you don't miss a single video, and join this community of thousands of people who have decided to take control of their health in a natural and intelligent way. Let's get straight to the point because I know you're eager to find out which 7 drinks will revolutionize your blood pressure and sleep quality. The first drink I'm going to tell you about is tart cherry juice. And this drink is absolutely fascinating because it's one of the few that attacks both high blood pressure and sleep problems at the same time. Tart cherries are different from the sweet cherries you usually eat as a snack. These cherries have a more intense flavor and are loaded with incredible medicinal compounds. They contain anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that help relax your blood vessels and improve your circulation. But here comes the really special part. Tart cherries are one of the few natural food sources of melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep cycle. Studies on tart cherry juice are absolutely impressive and have been published in reputable scientific journals. Research from Northumbria University in England found that people who drank tart cherry juice experienced significant improvements in both the quality and duration of their sleep, averaging nearly an hour and a half longer each night. Another study published in the American Journal of Therapeutics showed that tart cherry juice helped lower blood pressure in people with mild to moderate hypertension, with effects comparable to some medications. Researchers believe this is due to the high concentration of polyphenols and anthocyanins, which act as natural vasodilators, allowing your blood vessels to relax and blood to flow with less resistance. To get the maximum benefits from tart cherry juice, you need to drink approximately 240 milliliters twice a day, one serving in the morning and another at night, approximately 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. The nighttime dose is especially important because it will help you sleep better thanks to the natural melatonin it contains. And as you already know, getting a good night's sleep is absolutely critical for keeping your blood pressure under control. When purchasing tart cherry juice, look for one that is 100% pure with no added sugar, as many commercial brands add tons of sugar, which would completely ruin the benefits. Pure tart cherry juice has a fairly intense and tart flavor, so you can dilute it with a little water if you prefer, or mix it with other natural juices. An important precaution is that tart cherry juice contains natural carbohydrates from the fruit sugar. So if you have diabetes, you need to include these carbohydrates in your meal plan and monitor your blood sugar. Some people may also experience stomach upset if they drink too much, so start with a small portion and gradually increase. If you are taking sleep medication, Consult your doctor before starting to drink tart cherry juice regularly because the natural melatonin may interact with your medications. The second powerful drink I want to share with you is beet juice. And this is probably one of the most studied and scientifically supported drinks for cardiovascular health. Beets are a deep red root that's absolutely loaded with natural nitrates, and these nitrates are like magic fuel for your circulatory system. When you consume nitrates, your body converts them into nitric oxide, which is a signaling molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and dilate. Imagine your arteries are like highways. When they're narrow and congested, the pressure rises, but when they widen, traffic flows smoothly without excessive pressure. That's exactly what nitric oxide does. The research on beet juice is so solid that even Olympic athletes use it to improve their cardiovascular performance. A massive study published in the journal Hypertension followed hundreds of people for several weeks and found that drinking a glass of beet juice a day lowered blood pressure by an average of 4 to 5 points in systolic pressure and 2 to 3 points in diastolic pressure. This may not sound like much, but these numbers are enough to significantly reduce your risk of heart attack and stroke over the long term. Another fascinating study from Queen Mary University of London showed that the effects of beet juice began to be seen just 3 hours after drinking it and lasted throughout the day. To use beet juice effectively, you should drink approximately 250 milliliters a day, which is equivalent to a normal glass. The best time to drink it is in the morning on an empty stomach so your body can absorb all the nitrates, without interference from other foods. But here's something important. You should drink it early in the day, not at night, because beet juice can give you an energy boost due to improved blood flow and oxygenation, and that could interfere with your sleep if you drink it too late. This is the first drink that can ruin your sleep if you drink it at the wrong time. So write this down. Only drink beet juice in the morning or mid-afternoon at the latest. You can make your own beet juice at home by blending fresh beets with a little water, or you can buy it pre-made, but make sure it's pure with no added sugar or strange preservatives. Many people add apple, carrot, or ginger to beet juice to enhance the flavor, and that's perfectly fine. An important warning: beet juice will cause your urine and possibly your stool to turn reddish, and this is completely normal. Don't be alarmed when you see it because it's just the beet's natural pigment leaving your body. If you are prone to kidney stones, consult your doctor before drinking beet juice regularly because it contains oxalates, which could be problematic. The third beverage on our list is hibiscus tea, also known as Flor de Jamaica or Agua de Jamaica. This beautiful ruby red beverage is a medicinal treasure that has been used for centuries in different cultures around the world. Hibiscus contains an incredible concentration of anthocyanins, flavonoids, and organic acids that work together to protect and improve the health of your cardiovascular system. What makes hibiscus tea special is that it works through multiple mechanisms simultaneously. It acts as a gentle natural diuretic, helping to eliminate excess fluid and sodium. Inhibits angiotensin-converting enzyme ACE similar to many blood pressure medications, and enhances nitric oxide production to relax blood vessels. The scientific evidence behind hibiscus tea is absolutely rock solid, with decades of research supporting it. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that adults who drank 3 cups of hibiscus tea daily for 6 weeks experienced an average 7-point reduction in their systolic blood pressure, which is comparable to some first-line hypertension medications. Another study conducted in Iran directly compared hibiscus tea to a common blood pressure medication, and found the tea to be nearly as effective as the drug but without the side effects. The researchers were so impressed that they concluded that hibiscus tea should be considered a first-line dietary intervention for people with prehypertension or mild hypertension. To prepare hibiscus tea correctly, you need to use dried hibiscus flowers, which you can easily find at health food stores or markets. Use approximately 1 tablespoon of flowers for every cup of hot water. Pour the boiling water over the flowers and let it steep for 10 minutes to release all their beneficial compounds. Then strain and drink. The recommended dosage, according to studies, is 2 to 3 cups a day to see significant results. You can have 1 cup in the morning, another in the mid-afternoon, and here's another important point about sleep. Although hibiscus tea doesn't contain caffeine and generally doesn't interfere with sleep, it does have a mild diuretic effect that can cause you to get up to go to the bathroom during the night if you drink it too late. So, my recommendation is to have your last cup before 6 in the evening. Hibiscus tea can be enjoyed hot or cold, depending on your preference. If you find the flavor too sour, you can sweeten it with a little honey or stevia, but never with refined sugar. An excellent strategy is to prepare a large pitcher in the morning and keep it chilled in the refrigerator to sip throughout the day. Important precautions include avoiding hibiscus tea if you are pregnant, as it can affect hormone levels. If you are already taking blood pressure medication, inform your doctor because hibiscus has real side effects and may require a dosage adjustment. Now, I want to ask you a very important question, and I'd love for you to answer it in the comments because your experience can help many other people. Tell me what your biggest struggle is between high blood pressure and sleep issues. Do you feel like high blood pressure keeps you up at night because you worry? Or do you feel like lack of sleep makes your blood pressure worse? Or are both creating a vicious cycle? Write something like this in the comments. My biggest problem is that high blood pressure causes me insomnia, which makes everything worse. I really want to hear about your situation because it helps me create more useful content for you. Also, when you comment, you're helping this video reach more people who need this vital information. The fourth beverage that will revolutionize your cardiovascular health is green tea. Although you've probably heard about green tea many times, most people don't know how to use it correctly for blood pressure or understand how it can affect their sleep. Green tea is loaded with catechins, especially one called EGCG, which is one of the most powerful antioxidants found in nature. These catechins protect your blood vessels from oxidative damage, improve the function of the endothelium, the inner lining of your arteries, reduce chronic inflammation, and help regulate your blood pressure in multiple ways. Multiple meta-analyses, reviewing dozens of studies, confirm that regular green tea consumption is associated with significant reductions in blood pressure. An analysis published in the British Journal of Nutrition that included data from over 1,000 people found that drinking green tea regularly reduced systolic blood pressure by an average of 2 to 3 points and diastolic blood pressure by 1 to 2 points. Although these figures may seem modest, when maintained long-term, the impact on your cardiovascular risk is substantial. Another population study in Japan, where green tea consumption is very high, found that people who drank more than 5 cups of green tea per day had a significantly lower risk of dying from cardiovascular disease. Here comes the crucial part about green tea and sleep. Green tea contains caffeine, although less than coffee. A typical cup of green tea has between 25 and 50 milligrams of caffeine, compared to 95 milligrams in a cup of coffee. That's enough to keep you awake if you're sensitive to it or if you drink it very late in the day. This is the second beverage that can ruin your sleep if you don't use it correctly. The solution is simple. Drink your green tea only in the morning and early afternoon. Never after 3 or 4 p.m., depending on how sensitive you are to caffeine. If you want to drink green tea later in the day, you can opt for decaffeinated green tea, which retains most of the beneficial catechins without the caffeine that interferes with your sleep. To prepare green tea optimally, use hot, but not boiling, water at approximately 80 degrees Celsius, 176 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot water destroys some of the delicate catechins and makes the tea taste more bitter. Let the tea bag or leaves steep for 3 to 5 minutes, no longer, as it becomes very bitter. Drink 2 to 4 cups a day to reap the benefits, but remember to drink them all before mid-afternoon. You can add a squeeze of lemon to green tea, which helps your body better absorb the catechins. Avoid adding milk because the milk proteins bind to the catechins and reduce their absorption. The fifth power drink is pomegranate juice. This ancient fruit has been valued for millennia for its medicinal properties. Now, modern science is confirming what traditional cultures already knew. Pomegranates are packed with polyphenols, especially polycollagens, which are extremely potent antioxidants. In fact, pomegranates have up to 3 times more antioxidant activity than green tea or red wine. These antioxidants protect your arteries from damage caused by oxidized cholesterol, reduce inflammation in arterial walls, prevent plaque formation, and improve nitric oxide function to keep your blood vessels flexible and relaxed. Studies on pomegranate juice and blood pressure are truly promising. Research published in the journal Atherosclerosis found that people with hypertension who drank pomegranate juice daily for a year experienced significant reductions in their systolic blood pressure and also improvements in blood flow through their carotid arteries, the main arteries that carry blood to your brain. Another study showed that drinking just 50 milliliters of pomegranate juice concentrate a day for 4 weeks reduced blood pressure and improved markers of inflammation. What's fascinating is that the benefits appear to be cumulative, improving over time as you continue to drink the juice regularly. The recommended daily dose of pomegranate juice is 242-480 milliliters. depending on whether you use regular or concentrated juice. If you use concentrated juice, you need less. Check the label for specific recommendations. The best time to drink pomegranate juice is with meals because it helps prevent blood sugar spikes and improves the absorption of some nutrients. You can have it at breakfast or lunch, and although it doesn't contain caffeine and generally doesn't affect sleep, I prefer to recommend it early in the day simply because its natural sugar content might give you a small energy boost. When buying pomegranate juice, make sure it's 100% pure with no added sugar. Many commercial brands dilute real pomegranate juice with apple or grape juice and add sugar, which won't give you the benefits you're looking for. Pure pomegranate juice is relatively expensive, but its benefits are worth every penny. If budget is an issue, you can buy fresh pomegranates and scoop out the arils, the juicy seeds inside. Eating the arils directly gives you all the benefits plus the added fiber. The sixth drink I want to share with you is coconut water. This refreshing tropical beverage is much more than a health fad. It's an incredible natural source of electrolytes, especially potassium, which is absolutely crucial for blood pressure control. 1 cup of coconut water contains approximately 600 milligrams of potassium, which is more than a medium banana. Potassium works in your body to counteract the negative effects of sodium, helps your kidneys eliminate excess sodium through urine, and helps relax the walls of your blood vessels, reducing tension and pressure. Although specific research on coconut water and blood pressure is more limited than with the other beverages we've mentioned, the studies that do exist are promising. A study published in the West Indian Medical Journal found that people with hypertension who drank coconut water regularly for 2 weeks experienced significant reductions in their systolic blood pressure. Researchers attributed these effects primarily to coconut water's high potassium and magnesium content. In addition to lowering blood pressure, coconut water helps with hydration, supports healthy kidney function, and provides natural energy without the sharp drop caused by refined sugar. To use coconut water effectively, drink 1 or 2 cups a day, preferably after exercising, or instead of sugary drinks. Choose natural coconut water without added sugar or artificial flavors. Ideally, fresh coconut water from young, green coconuts if you can get it. But packaged coconut water without additives also works well. Coconut water contains natural sugars and calories, so if you're trying to lose weight, you need to account for these in your daily intake. Coconut water doesn't contain caffeine and won't interfere with sleep, but because of its natural sugar content, I suggest drinking it early in the day when your body can best use that energy. An important precaution: if you have kidney disease or have been advised to limit your potassium intake, you should consult your doctor before drinking coconut water regularly, as its high potassium content could be problematic in your specific case. For most people, coconut water is completely safe and tremendously beneficial. The seventh and final drink on our list is one you probably didn't expect: the simple and humble garlic water. I know it may sound strange or even disgusting at first, but hear me out because this drink has extraordinary medicinal properties. Garlic has been used for thousands of years in virtually every medical tradition around the world, and modern science has confirmed that garlic contains sulfur compounds, especially allicin, that have effects very similar to some blood pressure medications. Garlic helps relax blood vessels, improves nitric oxide production, reduces arterial stiffness, and has potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Studies on garlic and blood pressure are numerous and compelling. A meta-analysis reviewing multiple clinical trials published in BMC, Cardiovascular Disorders found that garlic supplementation reduced blood pressure in people with hypertension by an average of 8 to 10 points in systolic pressure, comparable to some medications. Another study showed that aged garlic was particularly effective, producing sustained reductions in blood pressure when consumed daily for several months. To make garlic water, take 2 or 3 fresh garlic cloves, peel them, and lightly crush them with the flat side of a knife to release the allicin. Then, add them to a glass of warm water and let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes. You can strain the water and drink it, or eat the garlic cloves as well if you can tolerate the strong flavor. To enhance the flavor, you can add fresh lemon juice and a teaspoon of honey. This makes the garlic water much more pleasant to drink. The best time to drink garlic water is in the morning on an empty stomach to maximize absorption. And definitely avoid it at night. Not because it will affect your sleep, but because the intense taste and smell of garlic could make you uncomfortable before bed. Garlic has natural anticoagulant effects, meaning it makes your blood slightly less likely to form clots. This is generally beneficial for cardiovascular health, but if you're taking blood-thinning medications, like warfarin, or are scheduled for surgery, you should consult your doctor before consuming large amounts of garlic. Garlic can also cause heartburn or stomach upset in some people, especially when consumed on an empty stomach. So if you experience these symptoms, try eating something light first or reduce the amount of garlic you consume. Now that you know these 7 powerful drinks, let me give you a super important rundown of the 3 that can ruin your sleep if you misuse them. The first problematic drink is beetroot juice. Drink it only in the morning or early afternoon because it can give you too much energy and disrupt your sleep if you drink it at night. The second problematic drink is green tea because of its caffeine content. Never drink it after 3 or 4 p.m. If you want the benefits of green tea later in the day, use the decaffeinated version. The third drink that can indirectly disrupt your sleep is hibiscus tea, not because of its stimulant content, but because of its diuretic effect. If you drink it too late, you'll be waking up to go to the bathroom all night, so your last cup should be before 6 p.m. Let me now give you a practical strategy for how to incorporate all of these drinks into your daily routine in a way that maximizes the benefits without going crazy trying to drink 7 different things every day. You don't need to have all 7 drinks every day. That would be excessive and impractical. Instead, you can rotate between them, or choose 3 or 4 that you like best or that are most convenient for your lifestyle and focus on those. For example, you could make a weekly plan where on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays you drink beetroot juice in the morning plus hibiscus tea in the afternoon. On Tuesdays and Thursdays you drink tart cherry juice in the morning plus green tea in the early afternoon. And on the weekends you experiment with pomegranate juice, coconut water, and garlic water. Another excellent strategy is to have your main beverage that you drink every day plus 1 or 2 secondary beverages that you rotate. For example, you might decide that hibiscus tea is your base beverage because it's inexpensive, easy to prepare, and you love the flavor. Then you drink 2 or 3 cups of hibiscus every day without fail, and on top of that, you add a different secondary beverage each day, rotating between beet juice, cherry juice, green tea, etc. The key is to find a system that works for you and that you can maintain long-term without it becoming burdensome or complicated. It's important to understand that these drinks aren't magic pills that will instantly fix your blood pressure while you continue with all your other unhealthy habits. These drinks work best when combined with an overall healthy lifestyle that includes a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Regular physical activity, even if it's just walking for 30 minutes a day. Effective stress management. Eliminating or drastically reducing alcohol and tobacco consumption. Reducing sodium, especially from processed foods. And getting enough quality sleep each night. All of these factors work together synergistically. When you improve in all of these areas, the effects multiply, and your blood pressure responds favorably. Let's talk specifically about the critical connection between sleep and blood pressure, because this is something many people don't fully understand. When you don't get enough sleep, or when your sleep is poor quality, your body remains in a state of stress. Your levels of stress hormones like cortisol remain elevated. Your sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the fight or flight response, is overactive, and all of this directly contributes to keeping your blood pressure elevated. Additionally, lack of sleep affects your metabolism, increases your appetite, especially for unhealthy foods, reduces your motivation to exercise, and impairs your ability to make healthy choices, all of which indirectly worsens your blood pressure as well. To improve your sleep quality, in addition to using the drinks we mentioned wisely, you need to create a consistent sleep routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends, to train your internal biological clock. Create an optimal sleep environment. Your bedroom should be dark, use blackout curtains if necessary. Cool, the ideal temperature for sleeping is between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius. And quiet, use earplugs or a white noise generator if you live in a noisy area. Avoid using phone, tablet, and computer screens at least an hour before bedtime, because the blue light they emit suppresses natural melatonin production. Instead of screens, read a book, listen to relaxing music, take a warm bath, practice meditation or deep breathing, any calming activity that signals your body that it's time to prepare for sleep. Avoid heavy meals, alcohol, and caffeine in the hours before bedtime. Although alcohol may make you feel sleepy initially, it interferes with the deep stages of sleep and causes you to wake up during the night. Caffeine has a half-life of approximately 6 hours in your body, which means that if you drink a cup of coffee at 4 p.m., By 10 p.m., you'll still have half of that caffeine circulating in your system, affecting your ability to sleep soundly. That's why it's so important to respect the schedules I mentioned for caffeinated beverages like green tea. Regular exercise dramatically improves sleep quality, but timing matters. Doing intense exercise too close to bedtime can leave you overly energized and make it difficult to fall asleep. Ideally, exercise in the morning or early afternoon, leaving at least 3 to 4 hours between your workout and bedtime. If you can only exercise in the evening, opt for gentler activities like walking, stretching, or restorative yoga that relax your body rather than energize it. Exercise is absolutely crucial not only for improving your sleep but also for managing your blood pressure. So find a way to incorporate it into your day in a way that works best for you. If you wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep after 20 minutes, don't just lie there tossing and turning and getting frustrated. Get up and go to another room. Do something calming in dim light, like reading or listening to soft music, until you feel sleepy again, and then go back to bed. Lying in bed worrying about not being able to sleep only increases your anxiety and makes it even harder to fall asleep. It's better to break this negative cycle. If insomnia is a chronic problem for you, consider consulting a sleep medicine specialist because you may have an underlying sleep disorder like sleep apnea that requires specific treatment. Now I want to share with you some additional tips on how to maximize the effects of these 7 drinks on your blood pressure. First, consistency is absolutely critical. The benefits of these drinks accumulate over time. Don't expect to see dramatic changes after 1 week. You need to be consistent for at least 4 to 6 weeks to start seeing significant improvements in your blood pressure. Many people start with great enthusiasm but give up after 2 weeks when they don't see immediate results. Don't make that mistake. Give your body time to respond and adapt. Second, keep a detailed record of your blood pressure. Take it every day at the same time using a reliable monitor and following the correct protocol. Sit quietly for 5 minutes before measuring. Don't talk during the measurement, and make sure the cuff is at heart level. Write down the numbers in a notebook or app, along with what you drank that day, how you slept, what you ate, how much you exercised, and how you felt emotionally. Over time, you'll begin to see patterns that will help you understand exactly what specific things affect your blood pressure individually, because everyone is different, and what works perfectly for one person might need tweaking for another. Third, combine these drinks with other blood pressure-lowering foods to enhance their effects. You can also add the fresh garlic we already mentioned in garlic water to your daily meals, fatty fish, like salmon and sardines, rich in omega-3, green leafy vegetables like spinach and kale, nuts especially almonds and walnuts, chia and flax seeds, dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao, blueberries and other berries, bananas, and other potassium-rich foods. All of these foods work synergistically with these drinks to improve your cardiovascular health. Fourth, reduce or eliminate the foods and habits that are sabotaging your blood pressure. Excessive sodium, especially from processed foods, is enemy number 1. Read all labels and avoid products with more than 200 milligrams of sodium per serving. Sugar and refined carbohydrates contribute to weight gain and inflammation, which raise blood pressure. Excessive trans fats and saturated fats damage your arteries. Tobacco is absolutely devastating to your cardiovascular system. If you smoke, quitting is the most important thing you can do for your health. Excessive alcohol directly raises your blood pressure. Limit it to 1 drink a day for women and 2 for men, or better yet, eliminate it completely while you work on managing your blood pressure. Fifth, manage your stress effectively because chronic stress keeps your blood pressure elevated. Practice relaxation techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, yoga, tai chi, or simply spending time in nature doing activities you enjoy. Dedicate at least 15 minutes each day to something that calms your mind and relaxes your body. Cultivate positive relationships with people who support you and make you feel good. Learn to say no to commitments that overwhelm you. Seek professional help from a therapist if you feel your stress or anxiety is out of control. If you're taking blood pressure medication, it's absolutely critical that you never stop taking it on your own just because you started drinking these natural beverages. These beverages can be an excellent complement to your medical treatment, but any changes to your medication should be carefully supervised by your doctor. Share your interest in incorporating these natural remedies with your doctor, and work together to monitor your blood pressure regularly. If your blood pressure consistently improves over time, your doctor may consider gradually adjusting your medications, but this should be done in a supervised and safe manner. Let's talk about realistic expectations now, because I don't want you to think these drinks will magically cure your hypertension without any further effort. For some people with mild or moderate hypertension, the combination of these drinks plus comprehensive lifestyle changes may be enough to completely normalize their blood pressure without medication. For other people, especially those with severe hypertension or multiple risk factors, these drinks may help reduce the medication doses needed but likely won't completely eliminate the need for medication. And for some people with secondary hypertension caused by other medical problems, such as kidney disease or hormonal problems, these drinks may help but won't solve the underlying problem that requires specific treatment. The important thing to understand is that every small improvement counts. Even if these drinks only lower your blood pressure a few points, those points can mean the difference between being in the high-risk zone and being in a safer zone. Every point you lower reduces your risk of heart attack, stroke, heart failure, kidney damage, vision problems, and other serious problems associated with high blood pressure. Don't underestimate the value of modest but consistent improvements. I want to share with you some real stories of people who have implemented these strategies and seen incredible changes. I received a message from a gentleman named Roberto who told me that after 3 months of drinking tart cherry juice every night and hibiscus tea during the day, he not only lowered his blood pressure from 145/92 to 125/78, but for the first time in years, he was sleeping soundly through the night without waking up. Roberto told me the change in his quality of life was dramatic. He felt more energetic, his mood improved, and even his wife noticed he was less irritable and more present with his family. Another beautiful story is that of a woman named Patricia, who combined morning beet juice with daily walks and eliminating processed foods. In 4 months, she managed to lower her blood pressure from a worrisome 160/95 to a completely normal 118/76. And her doctor was so impressed that he reduced 2 of her 3 blood pressure medications. Patricia wrote to me saying she felt like she had her life back, that she had energy to play with her grandchildren, that her skin looked more radiant, and that for the first time in a long time, she felt hopeful about her future health. These stories aren't isolated cases or exceptional results. They're what happens when committed people consistently apply these natural health principles. And I want you to know that you, too, can be one of those success stories. No matter how long you've struggled with high blood pressure, no matter how many things you've tried that didn't work, there's always hope, and there's always something more you can do to improve your situation. Your body wants to be healthy. It has an incredible ability to heal itself when you give it the right tools, and these 7 drinks are powerful tools that nature has gifted us. Let me give you one last practical strategy to get started. Because I know all this information can feel overwhelming, and I don't want you to feel paralyzed by not knowing where to begin. If I had to recommend just one thing for you to start with today, it would be tart cherry juice because it simultaneously addresses the 2 main problems: high blood pressure and sleep problems. Buy a bottle of pure tart cherry juice with no added sugar, drink a glass in the morning with breakfast, and another glass an hour before bed. Do this religiously for 4 weeks while keeping a daily log of your blood pressure and sleep quality. This simple action alone can begin to produce noticeable changes. Once you've established the cherry juice habit and are seeing some results, add the second beverage that appeals to you most. Perhaps hibiscus tea because it's inexpensive and easy to prepare. Make a large pitcher in the morning and work your way up to 2 or 3 cups throughout the day. After another couple of weeks, when this is also an established habit, add a third beverage, such as beet juice in the morning or green tea early in the day. Building your habits gradually in this way is much more sustainable than trying to change everything all at once and feeling overwhelmed. Remember that the journey to better cardiovascular health isn't a sprint. It's a marathon that requires patience, commitment, and self-compassion. There will be good days and not so good days, days when everything goes perfectly and days when you completely deviate from the plan. That's completely normal and okay. You're human. The important thing is not to use a bad day or a bad week as an excuse to completely abandon your efforts. Every day is a new opportunity to make healthy choices. Every meal is an opportunity to nourish your body. Every moment is an opportunity to reduce your stress and take better care of yourself. Celebrate every small victory along the way. Don't wait until you reach your final goal to feel proud of yourself. If your blood pressure dropped even 2 points, that's worth celebrating. If you slept an hour more this week than last, that's an achievement. If you walked 10 minutes longer or ditched that junk food and chose something healthier, those are triumphs that deserve recognition. These small victories are the building blocks of a healthier life and a better version of yourself. Before I sign off, I want you to do something very important right now. If this video has helped you and you've found value in this information, give me a thumbs up because that helps me enormously know I'm on the right track and allows this content to reach more people who desperately need it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the perfect time to do so. Hit that subscribe button and activate the notification bell. I upload new videos every week with more natural health secrets like these practical information that can literally save lives. Share this video with your family and friends who are struggling with high blood pressure or sleep issues. Send it on WhatsApp or share it on your social media. Because this information is too valuable to keep to yourself. Every person who comes across this video and applies this information is one more person who is reducing their risk of heart attacks, strokes, and other serious complications of hypertension. Together, we can create a community of informed people who are taking control of their health in a natural and intelligent way. Let me know in the comments which of these 7 drinks you find most interesting or which one you're going to try first. Also, let me know if you've tried any of these drinks before and what results you've had. Your experiences may inspire and help others reading this. I love reading every one of your comments and respond to as many as I can, so feel free to write in, ask questions, share your concerns, or share your success stories. Remember the crucial summary of the 3 drinks that can ruin your sleep if used incorrectly. Beet juice only in the morning or early afternoon for its energizing effect. Green tea never after 3 or 4 p.m. for its caffeine, and hibiscus tea, your last cup before 6 p.m. for its diuretic effect. Stick to these schedules and you'll reap all the benefits of these powerful beverages without sacrificing your quality of sleep, which is absolutely essential for controlling your blood pressure. Your cardiovascular health is your most important responsibility and also your most basic right. You deserve to feel good, you deserve to have energy, you deserve to sleep soundly every night. You deserve to live without the constant fear that your blood pressure is going to cause a serious problem. You deserve a long, healthy, vibrant, and happy life. And all of that is completely within your reach when you consistently make the right choices. It's not the easiest path. No one said it would be easy, but I promise you it's worth every effort. These 7 drinks I shared with you today are powerful tools backed by serious scientific research. They're not passing fads or empty promises. They're real solutions that have helped thousands of people around the world regain their cardiovascular health. Tart cherry juice, which attacks both high blood pressure and insomnia. Beet juice, loaded with nitrates that convert into vasodilatory nitric oxide. Hibiscus tea, which works through multiple mechanisms to protect your heart. Green tea, packed with antioxidant catechins. Pomegranate juice, with its protective polyphenols. Coconut water, rich in balancing potassium. And garlic water with its medicinal sulfur compounds. Each of these drinks has its place in your natural arsenal against hypertension. Combine these drinks with the other pillars of cardiovascular health we discussed. A diet rich in whole, minimally processed foods, regular exercise tailored to your fitness level, effective stress management through techniques that work for you, quality sleep following good sleep hygiene habits, smoking cessation, extreme moderation or elimination of alcohol, and a drastic reduction in sodium, especially from processed sources. When all of these elements work together, synergistically, the results can be truly transformative. Don't wait for something bad to happen to start taking care of yourself. Don't wait for a serious health scare to take action. Every day that goes by without making changes is another day your heart and arteries are under unnecessary stress. Start today, right now, with one of these drinks, with a 20-minute walk, with choosing a salad instead of fried food, with going to bed 30 minutes earlier tonight. Every positive action you take today is a direct investment in your future health and quality of life. Thank you for joining me in this video. Thank you for your time and attention. Thank you for being here committed to your health and well-being. See you in the next video with more valuable information that will continue to transform your life step by step. Until then, take good care of yourself. Start drinking those powerful drinks at the right times. Make those lifestyle changes you know in your heart you need to make. And get ready to see your blood pressure and sleep quality begin to improve week after week. Trust the process, be patient and compassionate with yourself. And never forget that your body has an incredible capacity to heal itself when you give it the right tools and the time it needs. I send you a huge hug full of positive energy and wish you all the success in the world on your journey toward healthy blood pressure, restful sleep, and a life full of well-being and happiness.